Hi, I'm Natha Campanella. Welcome to my channel. If you love astrology and you want to keep seeing these weekly forecasts, hit subscribe right below. All right, let's get started. Hi, happy Monday. It's Natha Campanella, here to talk about the astrology of the week so that you can listen for clues and guidance and insight into how to better navigate it for yourself. Talking about October 19th through the 25th, what I want to focus on today is Venus. Venus is making several different connections and really has been for the last few weeks. But Venus is in the sign of Virgo right now, and Venus is so personal to all of us because it's about our self-worth and what we do to get approval. We want to show up and be as helpful as possible so that people like us. And so we're dealing with some of that right now. And I don't know about your social media feeds, but I see a lot of vitriol in mine. There's a real sense that if you disagree with somebody's opinions, that there's a reason and a right to attack that person. And, that can be very much about this Virgo black and white, right or wrong, my way or the highway kind of energy. But I just want to also put out that, there's a lot of subjectivity that comes around with that idea of what is right and what is wrong. And we're going to be bumping up against some of that this week. And a lot of that is because of the connections that Venus is making. She is connecting to Jupiter, to Mars, to Juno, and to the Nodes, and to Pluto. So she's like super busy. So we're really going to have to look at this idea of negative versus positive feedback from the people around us and also from what we're doling out. And really with this eye to remembering that everything is subjective. And this isn't about just because I think it's right, that it's right. And we're also going to be affected, of course, because Mercury, our planet of communication, and also the planet that rules the sign of Virgo, is retrograde right now. And it's retrograde in Scorpio. And, Scorpio is all about finding the truth. Scorpio can feel really, really dramatic also. So when we're talking about having conversations with people and we're feeling these really dramatic feelings of either rejection or approval, this is Mercury retrograde. We're kind of dancing with it. And we're having to discern what is our truth. What is your truth, but also what is my truth? And how can I communicate it? Or rather, how can I just know it to be true and just be okay with that, regardless of whether I'm being accepted for it or rejected for it? And that's a tricky one. That's not so easy. We also have Mercury opposing Uranus. Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Uranus is all about change. And Uranus and Taurus can be very, very stubborn, right? We might have a hard time adjusting to change. We might have a hard time adjusting to this idea that, if I'm not approved of, am I still a good person? Or if I don't approve of that person, can I still like them? These are some interesting topic matters that we're going to get to thread through this week. But, it's a contemplative time. I would definitely encourage you to just really start working. You're already doing this, I'm sure, but working on some psychological integration of everything that's happening. We're everywhere we look right now, there's a charge. We can get activated by just about anything. So the job always is to really be curious. Ooh, that person's opinion just really ticked me off. What is that about? Or, oh, wow, I feel really rejected by that person. What is that about? Because remember that Venus is also about our relationships and the way that we either feel that we are in balance or out of balance. So, interesting week. If you would like to work with me privately, you can find me at nathacampanella.com. And I have some great relationship readings available. Relationship readings with your partner, your lover, or even with family members or children, because we are in a time where things are just tricky and complicated. And we're trying to understand ourselves. And if you want to understand some of the people in your life in a deeper way, you can do that through astrology. All right, you guys, have a great week. Talk to you next week.